We chose to design our model around the scene where Hush, the baby possum, turns invisible because it was the main plot of the story. We began doing sketches for what the model could look like and finally decided with the idea of the possum standing on a tree with the baby possum Hush moving out from behind the mother or the tree and lighting up a backdrop with small holes in it.
We began by measuring out the size of the model, which we decided to be 40 centimetres long and 20 centimetres wide, and buying some MDF 16-inch wood from Bunnings, as well as a much thinner piece to make the tree backdrop out of. The pieces were cut to size and then joined with nails and liquid nails to ensure it was strong. The backdrop and tree were then cut with a jigsaw cutter to the precise shape of the branches and clouds. The backdrop then had small holes drilled into it as a pattern for the light to shine through.
The backdrop was placed on the top of the model with two triangular supporters joined with nails. The backdrop is attached to the supporters with hot glue. The tree placed on the front of the model is attached with liquid nails and small nails drilled in. Throughout the model, when using the hot glue gun, gloves were worn to ensure no burns.
The model was then painted black and brown. Then, the pictures of the animals and possums were printed and laminated to ensure they wouldn't bend or crumple. The syringe was initially attached with blue tack while experimenting on the position. Initially, there were 3 possums used to show Hush turning invisible. These possums were attached to the syringe with hot glue, joining balsa wood and wire. This proved not to work as the syringe or model were not long enough to push all 3 possums out from behind the mother and tree.
This meant we could only use 2 possums. This worked much better and provided easier to attach to the model. This balsa wood was taken out and the position of the syringe was moved closer to the front of the model, off to the left and secured with hot glue. The position allowed the syringe to be easily hidden. The possums were attached directly to the syringe with strong wire and hot glue.
Once this was done and the possums were sturdy, another problem arose. The light was not bright enough to shine through the small holes that were drilled in the backdrop. This meant the light needed to be moved. We decided to move the light directly behind the invisible possum to give the illusion of magic.
The battery was placed and secured with hot glue behind the backdrop of the model and the wires were threaded underneath the backdrop. The wires were then attached behind the possum with a split pin conductor at the end. The other wire would run along the right side of the model with a split pin at the end. This would then touch the other conductor, lighting up the bulb. The bulb is attached to the model with hot glue and angled up so that the bulb can be replaced if needed. The wires are attached with tape and hot glue to make sure all wires are hidden and safe.
In front of the bulb is a small star made out of hard plastic to give the illusion of magic. Cardboard was then cut to cover the syringe from the front, and the tree was then decorated with tissue paper and small laminated birds. A hole was then drilled on top of the model for the pipe to get threaded through and underneath the model so the syringe is hidden. Decorations such as grass and stars were made from card and tissue paper and attached with hot glue to add detail to the model.
Thank you for watching.